Good evening, and welcome to the Onslow County Schools District Level Middle School Spelling Bee. Before introducing our judges, moderator, and timekeeper, we're going to have each student introduce themselves, state their name, school, and grade level.
Phoenix O'Day, Southwest Middle School, and 8th grade.
My name is Isla Nash. I'm in 6th grade and I go to Newbridge Middle School.
My name is Harper Hammond-Wonsky. I'm in 6th grade and I go to Newbridge Middle School.
My name is Taylor Eves and I go to Dixon Middle School and I'm in 8th grade.
My name is Caitlin Withy. I'm in 8th grade and I go to Swansboro Middle School.
My name is Catherine Kendrick. I'm in 7th grade and I go to Hunters Creek Middle School.
My name is William Futrell. I go to Trexler Middle School. I'm in grade 7.
My name is Jocelyn Amrine. I'm in grade 8 and I go to Swansboro Middle School.
My name is Emma Mills. I'm in 8th grade and I go to Dixon Middle School.
My name is Taylor Guchermont. I'm in 7th grade and I go to Southwest Middle School.
My name is Tiffany Echternock. I'm from Trexler Middle School and I'm in the 7th grade.
My name is Shelby Driscoll. I'm in 7th grade and I'm from Hunters Creek Middle School.
All right, we're going to begin now with round one. Come on. Action. The book is a call to action, not complacency. Action.
Action. A-C-T-I-O-N. Action.
That's correct. Climate. The economic climate of the country is healthy. Climate.
Climate. C-L-I-M-A-T-E. Climate.
That is correct. Express. He was trying to express his feelings. Express.
Express. E-X-P-R-E-S-S. Express.
That is correct. Increase. Adding a room would increase the value of the house. Increase.
Increase. I-N-C-R-E-A-S-E. Increase.
Correct. Future. What a future that will be. Future.
Future, F-U-T-U-R-E, future.
That's correct. Music. The students love to go to music class. Music.
Music. M-U-S-I-C. Music.
Correct. Women. This evening, all the women will get together to wrap gifts. Women.
Women. W-O-M-E-N. Women.
Correct. Sincerely. I am speaking sincerely as a friend. Sincerely.
Sincerely. S-I-N-C-E-R-E-L-Y. Sincerely.
Correct. Depth. He understood the depth of her fear. Depth.
Depth. D-E-P-T-H. Depth.
Correct. Forgetting. He was forgetting about the alternate bus schedule. Forgetting.
Forgetting. F-O-R-G-E-T-T-I-N-G. Forgetting.
Correct. Example. Please show me an example of your work. Example.
Example. E-X-A-M-P-L-E. Example.
Correct. Educate. He constantly sought to educate his own people. Educate.
Educate.
E-D-U-C-A-T-E, educate.
And that is correct. And that is the end of round 1. And moving on now to round 2. Entire. He ate the entire pizza. Entire.
Entire. E-N-T-I-R-E. Entire.
Correct. Freight. The freight prices are increasing. Freight.
May I have the definition, please?
Freight. The amount paid to a common carrier for carrying goods.
Freight. F-R-E-I-G-H-T. Freight.
That is correct. Earliest. The earliest they can schedule an appointment is 8 a.m. Earliest.
Earliest. E-A-R-L-I-E-S-T. Earliest.
Correct. Horizon. The sunset on the horizon was beautiful. Horizon.
Horizon. H-O-R-I-Z-O-N. Horizon.
Correct. Simply. She simply stated the rules and expectations. Simply.
Simply. S-I-M-P-L-Y. Simply.
Correct. Further. The assistant asked some further questions. Further.
Further. F-U-R-T-H-E-R. Further.
Correct. Noisy. The cafeteria is sometimes noisy. Noisy.
Noisy. N-O-I-S-Y.
Correct. Poem. She wrote a beautiful poem for her mother. Poem.
Poem. P-O-E-M. Poem.
Correct. Science. Her science teacher allowed her to experiment and try new things. Science.
Science. S-C-I-E-N-C-E. Science.
Correct. Solar. The community decided to move towards solar energy resources. Solar.
Solar. S-O-L-A-R. Solar.
Correct. Grief. Her grief overwhelmed her at the loss of her friend. Grief.
Grief. G-R-I-E-F. Grief.
Correct. Threat. The police responded to the threat promptly. Threat.
Threat. T-H-R-E-A-T. Threat.
Correct. And that's the end of round 2. Pressure. She was under enormous pressure to complete the project. Pressure.
Pressure. P-R-E-S-S-U-R-E. Pressure.
Correct. Sailor. The sailor was waiting for his ship to reach land. Sailor.
Sailor. S-A-I-L-O-R. Sailor.
Correct. Listening. The teacher asked if her students were listening. Listening.
Listening. L-I-S-T-E-N-I-N-G. Listening.
Correct. recently. He recently bought a new car. Recently.
Recently. R-E-C-E-N-T-L-Y. Recently.
Correct. Rustic. Never would she have guessed such a lavish home existed in these rustic mountains. Rustic.
Rustic. R-U-S-T-I-C. Rustic.
Correct. Wreck. The snow and ice created perfect road conditions for a wreck. Wreck.
Wreck. W-R-E-C-K. Wreck.
Correct. Habitat. A coral reef is a rich habitat for sea life. Habitat.
Habitat. H-A-B-I-T-A-T.
Correct. Very good. Knitting. She found that knitting helped to clear her mind and relieve stress. Knitting.
Knitting. K-N-I-T-T-I-N-G. Knitting.
Correct. Glamorous. When the little girl grew up, all she wanted to be was a glamorous movie star. Glamorous.
Glamorous. G-L-A-M-O-U-R-O-U-S. Glamorous.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. Glamorous is G-L-A-M-O-R-O-U-S. Optimistic. Her optimistic attitude allowed her to recover quickly after surgery. Optimistic.
Optimistic. O-P-T-I-M-I-S-T-I-C-T. Optimistic.
Good. I'm afraid that's incorrect. Optimistic, O-P-T-I-M-I-S-T-I-C. Envious. Tom was envious of Gary's promotion. Envious.
Envious. E-N-V-I-O-U-S. Envious.
That is correct. Controversy. The controversy within the company created fear and doubt within the employees. Controversy.
Controversy. C-O-N-T-R-O-V-E-R-C-Y. Controversy.
I'm afraid that's incorrect also. All right. And controversy, C-O-N-T-R-O-V-E-R-S-Y. S-Y. All right, and that is the end of round 3. Rhythm. They danced beautifully together and in perfect rhythm. Rhythm.
Rhythm. R-Y-T-H-M. Rhythm.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. Rhythm, R-H-Y-T-H-M. Disagreement. The couple was having a disagreement. Disagreement.
Disagreement. D-I-S-A-G-R-E-E-M-E-N-T. Disagreement.
That is correct. Fierce. The storm was fierce and raged against the homes. Fierce.
Fierce. F-I-E-R-C-E. Fierce.
Correct. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is a wonderful gift we can all give and receive. Forgiveness.
Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Forgiveness.
That's correct. Exchange. She needed to exchange her shoes for a different size. Exchange.
Exchange. EXCHANGE. Exchange. One question. If you spell a word that is spelled differently in like a European country, like so you know how it's OU in many words, would it still be qualified as correct? Isn't that what the girl who first got out did? She spelled it with the OU?
That's a very good question. And after much deliberation, our judges have decided she can come back up. So come on back up to that. And what we'll do for this round is we'll have you come down to the end, and we'll have you at the end, and then we'll get you back into the rotation in this next round coming up. Moving on to the next word. All right. Make sure I got the right word before I start reading it. All right. Securing. He tied down the luggage, securing the cargo. Securing.
Securing. SECURING. Securing.
Correct. Obedient. The girl was being obedient and following the directions of her mother. Obedient.
Obedient. OBIEDIENT.
Judges? No. Afraid that's incorrect. All right. OBEDIENT. Obedient. Unsanitary. The inspection deemed the restaurant unsanitary. Unsanitary.
Unsanitary. UNSANITARY. Unsanitary.
Correct. Beautifully. The water is beautifully clear. Beautifully.
Beautifully. BEAUTIFULLY. Beautifully.
Correct. Therefore. The store was out of chocolate chips. Therefore, they would need to make a different type of cookie. Therefore.
Therefore. THEREFORE. Therefore.
And that's correct. And that is the end of round 4. Deficiency. Her test results showed she had a vitamin deficiency. Deficiency.
Deficiency. Deficiency. DEFIENCY. Deficiency.
Afraid that's incorrect. And it is DEFICIENCY. Deficiency. Schedule. Her schedule was booked for the entire week. Schedule.
Schedule. SCHEDULE. Schedule.
That is correct. Characteristic. Bravery can be a characteristic of a hero. Characteristic.
Characteristic. CHARACTERISTIC. Characteristic.
Correct. Environment. The new law passed was a win for the environment. Environment.
Environment. ENVIRONMENT. Environment.
Correct. Rehearse. The team will rehearse their dance several times before the competition. Rehearse.
Rehearse. R-E-H-E-A-R-S-E. Rehearse.
Correct. Whose? Whose candy bar is this? Whose?
Whose. W-H-O-S-E. Whose.
Correct. Rural. The research included data from rural schools. Rural.
Rural. R-U-R-A-L. Rural.
Correct. Poisonous. An antivenom was quickly administered after the man was bit by a poisonous snake. Poisonous.
Poisonous. P-O-I-S-O-N-O-U-S. Poisonous.
That is correct. And that is the end of round 5. Here we go, round 6. Innocent. The baby looks so sweet and innocent. Innocent.
Innocent. I-N-N-O-C-E-N-T. Innocent.
Correct. Merrily. She laughed merrily as her students practiced their version of the skit. Merrily.
Merrily. M-E-R-R-I-L-Y. Merrily.
Correct. Rubbish. Some people dump their rubbish in the river. Rubbish.
Rubbish. R-U-B-B-I-S-H. Rubbish.
Correct. Gradual. It is important to have a gradual release plan so that people can learn to do things on their own. Gradual.
Gradual. G-R-A-D-U-A-L. Gradual.
Correct. Arrangement. The flower arrangement for the wedding was elegant. Arrangement.
Arrangement. A-R-R-A-N-G-E-M-E-N-T. Arrangement.
Correct. Considerable. Planning the event took considerable time and money. Considerable.
Considerable. C-O-N-S-I-D-E-R-A-B-L-E. Considerable.
Correct. Barometer. The barometer has been steady for 3 days now. Barometer.
Barometer. B-A-R-O-M-E-T-E-R. Barometer.
That is correct. And that is the end of round 6. Temperature. The temperature will be warm today. Temperature.
Temperature. T-E-M-P-E-R-A-T-U-R-E. Temperature.
Correct. Scientific. Please use the scientific method when conducting your experiment. Scientific.
Scientific. S-C-I-E-N-T-I-F-I-C. Scientific.
Correct. Hangar. The airplane pulled out of the hangar onto the runway. Hangar.
Can you define it, please?
A covered and usually enclosed area for housing and repairing aircraft.
hanger. Hanger.
Afraid that's incorrect. It's Hangar. G-A-R. Emergency. We only call 911 if there is an emergency. Emergency.
Emergency. E-M-E-R-G-E-N-C-Y. Emergency.
Correct. Mileage. The mileage checks on the new truck are pretty good. Mileage.
Mileage. M-I-L-E-A-G-E. Mileage.
Correct. Nervous. She was as nervous as a cat in a dog pound. Nervous.
Nervous. N-E-R-V-O-U-S. Nervous.
Correct. Bulletin. The news bulletin described the tragic event. Bulletin.
Bulletin. B-U-L-L-E-T-I-N. Bulletin.
That's correct. And that is the end of round 7. Perceived. He perceived an incorrect perception from the conversation. Perceived.
Perceived. P-E-R-C-I-E-V-E-D. Perceived.
That's incorrect. Perceived. P-E-R-C-E-I-V-E-D. Taboo. The system of taboo was connected with their religious rites. Taboo.
Taboo. T-A-B-O-O. Taboo.
Correct. Technology. The ability of science and technology to improve human life is known to us. Technology.
Technology. T-E-C-H-N-O-L-O-G-Y. Technology.
Correct. Surmise. Jack knew it was wrong of him to surmise his brother had stolen his money without actual proof. Surmise.
Surmise. S-U-R-M-I-S-E. Surmise.
Correct. Fervently. At the moment, she was fervently wishing she had stayed home. Fervently.
Fervently. F-E-R-V-E-N-T-L-Y. Fervently.
Correct. Excellent. She did an excellent job on decorating the cake. Excellent.
Excellent. E-X-C-E-L-L-E-N-T. Excellent.
That's correct. And that's the end of round 8. Cemetery. It was his chore to mow the cemetery every week during the summer. Cemetery.
Cemetery. C-E-M-E-T-E-R-Y. Cemetery.
Correct. Lightning. The kids ran out of the pool when they saw it lightning. Lightning.
Lightning. L-I-G-H-T-N-I-N-G. Lightning.
Correct. Illegal. It is illegal to drive without a driver's license. Illegal.
Illegal. I-L-L-E-G-A-L. Illegal.
Correct. Deceive. Always tell the truth and never deceive your parents. Deceive.
Deceive. D-E-C-I-E-V-E. Deceive.
That's incorrect. D-E-C-E-I-V-E. Forgery. The teacher knew the signed note was a forgery. Forgery.
Forgery. F-O-R-G-E-R-Y. Forgery.
That's correct. Good job. Intermission. The restrooms were crowded during the intermission. Intermission.
Intermission. I-N-T-E-R-M-I-S-S-I-O-N. Intermission.
Correct. Acquire. The team will acquire new skills with each practice. Acquire.
A-C-Q-U-I-R-E, acquire.
That's correct. Vacuum. Please vacuum the floors each week. Vacuum.
Vacuum. V-A-C-U-M. No. Excuse me. Vacuum. V-A-C-U-U-M. Vacuum.
Correct. Paisley. She chose the paisley print for the tablecloth. Paisley.
Paisley. P-A-I-S-L-E-Y. Paisley.
Correct. Anxious. She was anxious to find out her final score on her exam. Anxious.
Anxious. A-N-X-I-O-U-S. Anxious.
Correct. Fashionable. The young girl was fashionable in her new dress. Fashionable.
Fashionable. F-A-S-H-I-O-N-A-B-L-E. Fashionable.
Correct. Machinery. The machinery needed repairing before the factory could reopen. Machinery.
Machinery. Machinery. M-A-C-H-I-N-E-R-Y. Machinery.
Correct. Laboratory. Outside the laboratory were security measures to contain the powerful chemicals. Laboratory.
Laboratory. L-A-B-O-R-A-T-O-R-Y. Laboratory.
Correct. Phantom. The phantom shook his head in silent objection. Phantom.
Phantom. P-H-A-N-T-O-M. Phantom.
Correct. Adjustable. As a toddler, he wore adjustable straps in the waist of his pants. Adjustable.
Adjustable. A-D-J-U-S-T-A-B-L-E. Adjustable.
Correct. Statistics. His statistics class was more difficult than he thought. Statistics.
Statistics. S-T-A-S-T-I-S-T-I-C-S. Statistics.
Afraid that's incorrect. Statistics, S-T-A-T-I-S-T-I-C-S. Endurance. As a runner, she was building her endurance to run long distances. Endurance.
Endurance. E-N-D-U-R-A-N-C-E. Endurance.
Correct. Unsuccessful. The team was unsuccessful in deciding on a solution to the problem. Unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful. UNSUCCESSFUL. Unsuccessful.
Correct. Independence. We celebrate our nation's independence on the 4th of July. Independence.
Independence. INDEPENDANCE. Independence.
Judges? That's incorrect. INDEPENDENCE. Variety. The ice cream shop has a variety of flavors. Variety.
Variety. VARIETY. Variety.
That is correct. So now we go with spell it, and if they miss it, the other person has to spell it and spell one more. Okay. And now that we're down to our final two contestants, starting with this round, we will read a word. They'll spell it. If it's spelled incorrectly, the other person will need to spell the word correctly and an additional word. Lucrative. The internet business turned out to be very lucrative. Lucrative.
Lucrative. LUCRATIVE. Lucrative.
Correct. Extraordinary. He is well known because of his extraordinary skills and talents. Extraordinary.
Extraordinary. EXTRAORDINARY. Extraordinary.
That is correct. Civilize. The group did a lot to help civilize the natives. Civilize.
Civilize. CIVILISE. Civilize.
That's incorrect. Oh, hold on. 1 second. I spoke too soon. Good. Okay. That is an acceptable spelling of the word civilize. Good job. Yep. You go back there. Skeptical. Molly appeared skeptical while the others exchanged knowing looks with each other. Skeptical.
Skeptical. SKEPTICAL. Skeptical.
That's correct. Souvenir. The girls shopped for a souvenir to remember the day. Souvenir.
Souvenir. SOUVENIR. Souvenir.
Correct. Chaperone. Parents received a note of the need to chaperone the Valentine's dance. Chaperone.
Chaperone. CHAPERONE. Chaperone.
That is correct. Consequence. The consequence of his actions was detrimental for everyone. Consequence.
Consequence. CONSEQUENCE. Consequence.
Correct. Unenforceable. Some of the contracts were unenforceable under the new law. Unenforceable.
Unenforceable. UNENFORCABLE.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. All right. But stay up there. So go ahead back and stay up on the stage.
Unenforceable. UNENFORCEABLE. Unenforceable.
That's correct. Nostalgia. The elderly couple was overwhelmed with nostalgia as they looked at the old photographs. Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. NOSTALGIA. Nostalgia.
That is correct.